In this episode, we're going to talk about how Valentine's Day, instead of being a pressure cooker about romance, can just be a simple prompt to celebrate all love.
I'm Siena.
And I'm Toast.
We're partners in love, life, and music, and we've been together since 2001.
With each episode of this podcast, our goal is to help our fellow LGBT community members lift their lives to the next level.
Happy Valentine's Day week.
We are releasing this on the week of Valentine's.
Yep.
Whenever you listen to it, though I think can be appropriate because we're just talking about love.
My favorite topic.
Bringing love to the forefront.
Okay, so I gotta say, Toast, I love Valentine's Day.
I know you do.
I
You're
do, and
so
I'm not
romantic.
ashamed of
You're
it.
such a romantic
Like some people
person.
say, rah, rah, like, oh, Valentine's Day.
It's just a
commercial thing.
consumerism and selling cards, and they're just trying to make money off of pressuring us into buying chocolate.
But I have to say that when I go into a store and I see that they have decorated for Valentine's Day, I get so much joy out of it. I love it. I love all the pink hearts and red hearts, and I love it. So there.
I get it. No, I get it.
I do. Now there was a time when I was not even into hearts. Do you remember?
What? Wait.
I have a note. Okay, I told you that hearts suck. Do you remember? I don't know what was going on, and then
This was a long time ago.
You said heart. You wrote me a note, and it said hearts don't suck. Do you remember? And I carried it in my wallet for like.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember?
Yeah, the note was on this business,
Post-it.
like a little,
It was on a
business
Post-it.
card size thing. Oh my gosh! Wait, no, I think I'm getting it mixed up with the note that I carried in my wallet.
No,
Guys, you are listening to
Anyways.
a live failure
in memory
of toast in this relationship.
Anyways, so I wasn't always so into hearts.
So what made you more into hearts again?
I think Kumin the cat, who taught me so much about love. And her birthday is in March. And I always had these grand visions of buying up all the Valentine's Day stuff after Valentine's because they put it all on sale. And every single year having a love bug party on Kumin's birthday in March. And someday I will do that because I think it's a nice idea.
I do too.
Why not, right? All right. So what are we doing for Valentine's Day?
We are using another coupon that has been given to us.
It's not a coupon. It's a gift card.
It's a gift certificate and a very special one. I'm so
Toast and
grateful
I-
for this.
Toast and
gift
I,
certificate.
we're so lucky because people give us great gifts. And we have been not so great in the honoring of those gifts in past lives, in that we're like, oh, shoot, we didn't use that. Oh, shoot, we didn't use that. So this year we made it a point. We're like, we are using we've unearthed things and we're like, we're going to use these.
Old gift cards and stuff, yeah.
But this one's fairly new. And
Yes.
why don't you explain this place? Because you had found it before they had given it to us.
Yeah, I forget how I found it online, but it is a very special kind of restaurant. It's called Farm Spirit, and do they have just one location? Anyway, it's one of those farm to table type of restaurants, like locally sourced. I think it's all vegan. I think it's beyond just vegetarian. I think it's vegan, and it's one of those, how do you say it? Prefix?
Yeah, menu.
It's a prefix menu, and you have to, it's by reservation only, and they only accept a certain amount of people. You have to, if you're going to reschedule, you have to give them 5 days notice. So it seems it's going to be a type of experience that I personally have never had before.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. It sounds really like, ooh, pinky in the air type of thing. But it's not, because it's Portland.
It's not. And we couldn't get a reservation on Valentine's Day, so we're actually going to celebrate Valentine's Day on the 13th. And on Valentine's Day itself, I plan to make a cake, a Valentine's Day cake. So I'll let you know how that turns out.
Okay.
All right. So I would like to know, Toast, from you, what are some of your Valentine's Day memories? Maybe your first memory.
I think this is my earliest memory. It's in high school, though.
Really?
So it's...
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have a very good memory. I don't remember a lot of things.
Hence the hearts suck conversation.
Yeah. And I don't even remember this being definitely on Valentine's Day. But I'm just deducing that it must have been on Valentine's Day, because why else would one of my friends have given me a yellow rose? Because yellow is for friendship. You know, that...
Because she was in love with you?
It must have been
and was
Valentine's
scared to give
Day.
You a red rose?
I don't know. But I have a memory of that. Yeah. And that was nice.
You know, I wonder if... Well, I guess Valentine's Day is more targeted for girls. So at the time, girls, right? Girls, women, feminine presenting souls.
I guess so.
It's more that.
Well, I think our society... Valentine's Day is cast as a romantics holiday. It's a holiday for romantic personalities and souls, right? People who are enamored of romance. And also our society kind of conditions, I think, the masculine identifying person to eschew that kind of romantic identity. I think masculinity is seen or is held up to be something that is more about aggression and getting stuff done and capability and achieving and not so much romance.
Except for Virgil.
Romance. Except for Virgil, who I need to learn from, because Virgil
is probably you guys don't know Virgil, but Virgil is our friend, heterosexual, who is probably the most romantic and not afraid to be romantic male being that we know. Would you say that?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah, that we know, right? That we know all this stuff.
And it's awesome. It's inspiring.
It's like,
I'm like, wow, I want to be like Virgil.
Maybe Virgil needs to teach a workshop, huh?
Man.
Virgil? Yeah, Virgil. Okay, anyways. Okay, that's good.
What about you? What about your Valentine's Day memory?
Well, okay, so because yes, I had that streak where I wasn't into hearts, right? But as a kid, I loved Valentine's Day. And I remember hoping that I would get a Valentine's Day from Andy Chan, a boy.
Okay.
And I did. And it was a Snoopy Valentine's Day. And it wasn't the card, like the little cards that you
come
buy
in a
in the
pack
box
of 24.
Set. Yeah, in like the little box, right? The cardboard box. It was like a construction, like a handmade card.
Oh my gosh.
With crayon writing.
Oh my gosh.
And it was big, so it felt grand.
It was special.
Right?
Yeah.
And it was in my cubby.
That's very exciting.
I know.
Yeah. Oh my
I remember that.
Gosh.
I loved it.
Now, did you, after you got the card and you saw the card, I'm sure you were thrilled.
Yeah.
Did you then approach Andy and thank him or say any,
Yeah,
so
I did.
What happened
I
after
did.
that?
And Andy and
how did he respond?
You know, when I think about it, Andy and I, we could have been so much. Meaning, I think I think maybe he grew up to be gay. I don't know. But he was a very softer soul, I remember. And we probably could have been the very best of friends, like BFFs forever type of thing. Yeah. But he was pulled out of the school because he moved out of the country. He actually moved to Moscow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were his parents working for the State Department or something like that? Department of Defense.
Clue. I don't know. Okay. But that's my bittersweet Valentine story about Andy. Yeah. But, you know, it made me think about, so back to, you know, those box set of Valentine's Day cards.
For the whole class.
So I remember from kindergarten that on Valentine's Day, you gave a Valentine's Day card to every single class member. I remember that. Yeah. You don't just pick and choose who.
That's rude.
Right. It's rude. At least in Hawaii, it's rude. And you give a Valentine to everyone. And so you end up with, you know, all these Valentines at the end of the day in that little envelope, the see-through envelope, right? And... You know,
I don't know the see-through envelope. I
sorry. Mean, it's a white envelope, but it's so cheapy. It's like you can see through it.
Oh, the paper is so thin. What I was picturing in my mind is the type where the card is the envelope because there's a little slit that's a half circle
tuck in the tab.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yes. I think that came along a little later.
Oh, okay.
But I think that cultivating that so early, I think that was that was good foundation for all of us because it didn't leave anyone out. You know, you were celebrating everybody, which is kind of our idea here about celebrating all kinds of love, right? As well as all love. You know, you didn't just pick and choose. You were like loving everyone and helping everyone feel seen, which has been one of the big things that we want to talk about here on the podcast. Yeah. Being seen, being validated. Yes. And I think even if you didn't know Ahmad, you're going to write a Valentine's Day card for Ahmad, right? You don't want Ahmad to feel left out.
That's right? Because respect, reverence,
all these humanity, human beings, these spirits.
Yes.
Monty, can't leave Monty out. You have to make sure you write one to Monty. And it's kind of like that thing too. It's like, you know, if you're chewing gum in class, do you have one for everyone?
You're not supposed to be chewing gum in class, though.
But you know how they say that?
Yeah. If you're bringing...
You have to give one to something, everyone.
It has to... Yes, you have to bring enough for everybody.
Really setting a good foundation.
It reminds me of the book, Everything I Needed to Learn, I Learned in Kindergarten.
Yes.
Everything I need to know, I learned in kindergarten.
Right.
It's like basic human decency.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's bring it back. Good God. But yeah. So maybe this year, Valentine's Day, we could really use Valentine's Day as a way to kind of call ourselves back to bringing love to the forefront. You know, like in a group picture, in my mind's eye, I'm picturing a group picture, and we have all these different players. Like, see, I spend too much time on Twitter. Like all the political talk and the points that go back and forth and all of that stuff. But I'm like, you know, love needs to be in the front row of this picture.
Okay,
that's what I mean.
Okay,
right?
Yeah,
and not limiting Valentine's Day to being just about creating this golden experience of romance.
But it's not just romantic love. That's the thing too.
Yeah,
just and like in kindergarten, it's broadened out, right? It's not just this, you know, you and your person. No,
right?
Like really broadening it to include more ways to expand your perception of love.
And just being thankful that we have, hopefully, all of us have people in our lives to some degree or another that we have love between us. There's love between us.
Yes.
There's genuine, authentic, self-sacrificing kind of goodwill between people to some degree or another.
Yeah.
You know, and of course, the most extreme is your significant other. But, you know, on the other end, it could just be people at work.
But then,
people that
you
make
know
your
what?
coffee at the coffee shop.
But you know what, too? It could also be a nice thing to celebrate yourself and do something nice for yourself. Like
To love yourself.
Buy yourself flowers. Actually, don't, because they're so jacked up. The price is so jacked up on Valentine's Day.
Wait till after Valentine's Day.
Go on February 15th and buy yourself flowers. Or buy yourself a box of conversation hearts. And you don't have to eat them because they're pretty gross, but you could put them in a bowl. They're so pretty, and you can just look at those and pick one every day and say, read it and go, yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, you're
Right?
hot.
Yeah, you're sexy. Oh, no, I don't think they have sexy. I don't know what they have
You
on these.
rock.
And just, you know, have them as little affirmations for yourself.
Yes.
I think that's cute. I remember when, as you got older in school, you know, the little paper Valentine's Day cards, the thin little paper ones with the tab, those went away. And then sometimes you'd get a full box of conversation hearts because do you remember you could write on it? It said to and from.
Yep.
And you'd have one of those on your desk.
I don't remember.
that.
See, you have such a good memory. Or I have such a
love
bad memory.
that.
Don't have those specifics in my head.
Or sometimes you'd get like the little heart box of Whitman's chocolate sampler
remember
boxes
Whitman's.
where you open the top and it gives you a chart. God, I love a chart, right? Like the chocolate charts are the
So you
best.
don't have to bite it and then put it back.
You know which ones are the ones you want. I love that. I just love it. I think it's so great. Oh my God. Yeah, I love it.
Do you want a box now? Oh, geez, Siena's getting all excited.
I love because the heart
right.
boxes of chocolate are so
The heart-shaped
pretty.
boxes, right?
Yes.
With the print of the cross-stitch thing on it.
Pretty. Or, well, I wasn't thinking that one, even though that is Whitman's, right? But just like the cellophane, the red cellophane boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. In the drugstore.
They're so
right?
pretty.
With the fake
I mean, not
flower
that-
on it.
I don't want drugstore chocolate. Sorry. That's so snobby.
Oh my God.
No, but you know, because
that's where you
I'm
get
bringing
it.
up Whitman's because I remember I have those memories.
Okay, but you're saying, but
That's
you're
what
really
you
making
can-
sure that
you
I
know,
know.
as a kid, do you have, like,
doesn't
this
mean that you
budget
want
for,
it
like-
now. You're just talking about a memory.
Do not get me Whitman's, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Noted. Oh, God.
Anywho, okay. So celebrate yourself. You can celebrate yourself. You can celebrate the friendships. They have Galentine's Day now for the gals. I
And
guess
don't
that
they-
could be a lesbian Galentine's Day, right? I don't know.
Don't they have some kind of singles day?
I'm
too?
sure. I'm sure they do. Yeah. But however you choose to celebrate Valentine's Day, like Toast mentioned, it's really about making love be in the front row, bringing love to the forefront. And I love that idea. So it's celebrating all kinds of love. And we truly hope that you have an amazing Valentine's Day, whatever way you want to celebrate it. It could just mean a nice bubble bath for yourself. It really could. And there's nothing wrong also with ordering takeout and watching Netflix. Nothing wrong with that. Zero wrong with that.
It's a way to bring love to the front.
Maybe that's like Showtime After Dark, right? I don't know, or whatever, Cinemax. I don't know.
We don't have those channels.
Anyways, okay, so have a wonderful Valentine's
We
Day
are
week.
the world.
What is that?
We are the children. Our children. Just talking about love and, love for everybody. It reminds me of that song. We need another song like that. Right?
That was a great
Remember
one.
that?
Mm-hmm. That was a great
There
one.
comes a time.
Why are you thinking of that song, though?
Because of the love topic. I just think that song is... It's
a good one. It's
essence.
A good one.
Yeah, it's like the essence of this kind of platonic, agape kind of love.
Yes.
The non-eros kind of love.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The non-traditionally romantic kind of love.
Very true.
And
Very true.
And I have to say probably the most visceral experience or memory.
You have a memory.
It's embarrassing.
You have a memory.
In a way, but I'm going to share it. So when I think of that kind of just friendship love, just celebrating love.
Yes.
Right. I think of that song because there was a time at a track meet in high school.
Okay.
Where who knows what, I forget what happened, but it was probably something like our entry in the 4x4 relay won a heat or something. And I just remember everybody in the track team was holding hands and we were just raising up our hands in the air and we were going, "We are the world. We are the children."
And swing like that?
Yeah, probably. And it was just, we were all just on a love high. Yay. We're just loving and cheering each other on.
That makes me so uncomfortable.
And it wasn't like we were going down with everybody else. We were just loving our teammates and being so proud of each other. So that's why I thought of that song.
Oh my goodness. I'm kind of uncomfortable with that. All right. So we're leaving
sorry
them with
about that
image?
visual. But there you go.
Oh my God. What color were your uniforms?
Blue and white. Those are our high school colors.
Okay. All right.
Have a great Valentine's Day week
with that lovely image of Toast and her track team singing "We Are the World" and swaying in blue and white uniforms in high school.
You're hot.
All right.
Say yes.
Are you still reading Conversation Hearts?
I'm trying to insert, yeah.
All right. Okay. Hearts. I hope we can get some still.
I don't know, Matt. Well, they're going to...
Oh, the company, by the way, the company went out of business.
Yeah, something like that, right?
It?
So I think this year there's not going to have any Conversation Hearts on the market, but I think by next year another company is going to be making them or something like that.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay.
Can you pause us? Okay, look. There are Conversation Hearts. So I think
this
people
year?
have jumped in. Yep. So they have Sweet Tart Conversation Hearts.
Okay.
Those would be yummy.
Yeah, I like Sweet Tarts.
They have Sour Patch Kids Conversation Hearts. And then they have the ones that are more like just the plain solid sugar Conversation Hearts.
Okay, so what was all this thing about the company going out of business?
I think the company itself did go out of business.
That's so sad.
But that company is not the ones who make Sweet Tarts, Sour Patch Kids.
I see.
And Brock's took over. They're making the imitation Conversation Hearts.
All right.
All right, so you can still get them, basically.
A version of them.
All right.
Right. Okay. Until next time.
This is Siena.
And this is Toast. Telling you, love life, live free, happy Valentine.